My PC crashed really badly yesterday. I hope the stream runs okay. I didn't forget to do something for the overlay. Right, so we have round 7 to play, and then it's regular factory. So the plan for this round, ideally, we don't swap at all, because then we're at 35 swaps for round 8, and we'll be at 36 for round 9, which would be perfect. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I would rather round 8 be hard than round 9, so I won't stop myself from swapping for that reason. But it's something I'm thinking about. And if we lose, I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do. I think the idea is don't lose. One second. No worries, Cole, don't worry. Dog's barking at nothing. I don't know if you can hear that on stream. Okay. So our first few we had 34 swaps. 3. Sorry, I've been active. 3 active. Or Abby would be proud of the evolutions. I can't remember if it said no type spec or it was water. And the overlay is saying no type spec, so we'll just go with that. The double bull. I think I do rate. It's actually not that close. I do rate the band 1 higher, but I don't like Granbull in general. I'm just thinking I want to take Granbull or Credilli basically. I'm a tiny bit scared of pretty much specifically Marowak and Armada if I do lead Jolteon. Can't do much about them. I think I'm gonna. Is it better to just lead Vaporeon? I don't want to. If I go Vaporeon, Credilli, Jolteon, I am pretty scared of Snorlax showing up, to be honest. It can be immunity. Thanks, Cole. Gonna have fun playing Battle Factory and Soul Silver. I don't like it, but I think I've got to go Granbull. Now, do I want to have Vaporeon in the front so I can switch to electric moves? Feels good. I think I'd rather lead off with the Intimidate, though. Lead off with the Band. Has to be set for, of course, because it's round 7. Is quite the problem is that it's not forced to Thunderbolt. It can use Psychic. They overlap in roles. I think I should just Shadow Ball it though. Okay, I'm definitely in overheat range. I'm thinking about going through Vaporeon into Jolteon, and then going back to Granbull on the Earthquake. I think I'd rather just go back to Granbull straight up. It's tricky because if I switch Granbull back in again, it's going to be nearly useless. It's too slow since it's Brave. Probably shouldn't overthink this. I do have a Lumberry for paralysis after all. I don't think it's worth actually risking getting it down below -2 with more switching into Vaporeon, because it can just crit a Thunder Punch when I'm trying to set up anyway. I was thinking a way to lose this probably would be to Quick Claw crit. The recoil is definitely in my favour. Quick Claw Earthquake could one-shot Jolteon, that's the risk. Keeping in mind I don't really want to switch, it's very, very unlikely I'm going to. Grass. High risk. It's usually fine. It is usually fine. If I just stare at those on the overlay. Not too afraid of explosion. Not too afraid of Focus Punch. Ludicolo 4 is a stall set, that's fine. The grass poisons are bad. I'm a bit concerned about a Sceptile showing up. I'm a bit concerned about Sceptile, basically, but I think it's fine. What would I be taking anyway? Mischievous? It doesn't improve it much. I'm not taking Fortress. Okay, so Executor was fairly likely since it has Explosion. Unfortunately, double check. I'm not actually. I'm brave. I'm slower, which is very annoying. It should Psychic, but it can explode. I definitely don't want it to explode. The issue is I don't think Vaporeon will always kill this with Ice Beam, which means I probably should just stay in. I don't like being locked into Shadow Ball, but I would much rather Shadow Ball than Mega Kick and potentially miss. Okay. No Bright Powder for you. And that's the Focus Punch. I'm dead to Focus Punch and Sludge Bomb, and because it's Gen 3, let me look up Focus Punch. I know Focus Punch is kill AI. Does it matter that I'm low at HP? It does not. It's purely random. That sucks. That sucks. I think I should just stay in. If it does waste a turn on Focus Punch, I get the damage in and then Jolteon can revenge, and if it doesn't, Vaporeon does have Lumberry. It's pretty likely to use Double Team, unfortunately. I can't go Jolteon though, because I would be... The only reason to go Jolteon would go for the Thunder Wave. And even if I Thunder Wave it as Quick Claw, I really don't want to do that. I don't know what the last Pokemon is anyway. Focus Punch would be a roll on Vaporeon. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. I see, Dave, I see. Not taking a free IV Bloom. Actually, I don't want Aerodactyl to show up. I can sort of go Vaporeon. The problem is that it could get a Meteor Mash attack boost. And that would be very scary. Because I think EQ would kill. Always. I wouldn't be forcing Psychic at +1. Net. Show me the rocks. I'm gonna hit it once with Surf, and then Acid Armor. Or maybe I'm not. I would much rather kill it. Much rather. A little bit tricky to play around Mirror Coat. I don't want to let it ingrain though. That's fine. The problem with taking the Metagross is that I'm not terribly excited about switching into an Earthquake. Vaporeon 4 with the IV advantage is very bulky, but it's not bulky enough to shrug off a crit, and it's not bulky enough to shrug off an Earthquake into a stronger move if they do have it. At least Swampert is slightly less likely. I'm spending longer than I thought I would, just staring at the Pokemon scrolling past. Against quite a lot of the more annoying ones, I'd actually rather have Gramble. So both waters are in the back. If I get chunked by this, that is probably the end of Gramble. That's not necessarily true. There are a few waters which would struggle to finish it off. Okay. In that case, I'm actually even more glad I didn't switch. That does make this a bit more complicated, though. I can definitely go for the Bite T-Bolt. Don't think there's a better option than that. I don't want to lose Jolteon, though. I would rather lose Vaporeon. Please. Please. Okay, please hit. Okay. Well, I'm glad Jolteon didn't die. That's actually quite annoying if you're water absorb. Even if it freezes, I don't mind. I've got Lum. It's probably a roll to crit kill. If it's going to crit Jolteon, I'd rather do it now before I risk more Ice Beams. Thing is, Gyarados isn't fantastic into ground, really. Probably do need to swap though, before I lose to Gramble being too slow. I'll have to babysit Jolteon though. Cross chop. That is a high risk ground, correct? God. I won't two-shot it. I do kind of have to go Vaporeon. And I really, really don't want to. Honestly, is it worth just Earthquaking twice so Jolteon can finish it off? Live in constant fear of the Horn Drill. Of course, I'm not actually guaranteed to get off 2 Earthquakes anyway. It can deny that with a Quick Claw. No, see, so it doesn't. Gen 4 doesn't do the thing where it mixes around the possible sets. Everything in this round is set 4. There's no set 3 trainers. The irony that Gramble would have been really good. Oh well. There's a few things on my side. It could miss Horn Drill. It could miss Rock Slide. And if it kills Gyarados before I double Earthquake, I'll just go Vaporeon anyway. Oh yeah, please don't do that again. Might be worth It might be worth Dragon Dancing here, but I think I'd much rather have the chance of killing or critting. Nice Quick Claw. Now I did go second. I am very concerned about using Frustration predicting the swap though. Frustration. I think I'd rather Earthquake. It might choke this. I really don't want to switch though. That was always a reason I didn't want to switch. What is... Or did I update the title wrong? though. Okay. It's going to be tricky to avoid Blaze on this. I am very concerned about missing the 2-shot if I bite first. Very concerned about Thunderbolt killing. And I could just T-Bolt. Okay, I'm glad I didn't T-Bolt. Let's see your power in full. Bum, 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 bum. Could have tested for the ability, baby. I kind of like having Gyarados high on HP. And I kind of like not risking the crit on Vaporeon. I'm a little bit concerned about giving it Overgrow. I kind of wish Sceptile would just leave me alone. It would be high. Thunder Punch and Leaf Blade would be competing on turn 2. One has the ×4 score, and one has the high crit score. The other moves are also possible. I don't want to bring Jolteon into a Overgrow Leaf Blade, but it probably is the best play. The alternative is that I go Jolteon now and T-Wave. Could even go Vaporeon, probably. I think I like the Vaporeon play the most. No lag, please. Very awkward. The upside of risking the Gyarados switch is much, much higher. It is probably best to just let Vaporeon die, though. Everything is said of an electric move. Yeah, I know. It is probably best to just let Vaporeon faint here. There's no grass in the back. I think it's fine. I think we let Vaporeon die. Because if I risk the switch to one of the other two, it can just go so badly wrong with... Because it's gonna randomly Earthquake or Thunder. And if I guess wrong, I'm in big trouble. Big, big trouble. I didn't think I was in Sludge Bomb range, but apparently I was. Okay. Oh, an answer now. Gonna random move on Gyara switch eventually. Why would it do that? There's no crit AI, is there? Do I have to look this up? Look up all the AI for all the other moves. I don't think any of them have AI. Assume that blah blah blah. Actually, kind of curious what it is now. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, how do I want to play this out? I definitely don't want to be in range of crit poison. I'm quite far ahead. I'm not actually invested, so the Solomon's logic from Gen 4 doesn't quite carry over for +2. There's no Jolteon in the back because I've got Jolteon. I would if it was invested in attack, I would stop at +2. I think I'll probably stop at +3. That's actually fine. I'm actually not going to rest. I could be dead to I could easily be dead to a double crit. I'm not going to rest. I'm just going to attack, actually. I'm half thinking about Endure Reversal. Got quite a solid team, though. I'm very tempted to take it over Vaporeon. Very tempted. Perhaps even more tempted to take it over Gyarados. Fundamentally, it would be a crit risk. It would always be a crit risk. That would always be the outcome. Vaporeon's not a crit safe Pokemon either, though. Hmm. It's got the weather AI on this. Get weather. It is a +1. It's a +1 no matter what. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. It's fast because it's 6 IVs. I don't run. I think I'm actually fine. I think it has to. I think it has to Quick Claw. Okay. Bit more right now. Thunderbolt should kill it. I would normally go Vaporeon, but it's obviously sunny. Another cigarette. I'm not seeing a reason to go for a flinch. I think I just go for the 2-shot. It's fairly likely to curse anyway. Run. That did more than I thought. Luckily the sun is over. That was one turn from disaster. This is a bit of a weird 1v1. Let me remind myself of Mirko. Blah, 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 blah. So even if it doesn't terminate there, it still goes forward to the 49% of +4. So it's about 20% for it to not use Mirror Coat. Okay. It's not a big stall. I've got rest. What I'm not going to do is use Surf. It was pretty disgusting. What that was meant to be a 1v1 where it has a chance to crit me with Earthquake. I swapped once, yeah. There's nothing you can break. I'm not taking you. Stop showing up. It's been ages since I used Lapras 5. Ages. Okay. Missy of the Tower team was a play factory. If only Mischievous was usable in Gen 3 Tower, it almost is. It's quite close. At least you outspeed 138. At least you outspeed 138. It's not so bad, actually. I'm being tested on my muck loyalty. I think if Heracross wasn't coming, I'd probably bring Steelix, but Heracross is coming, I think. Oh, I'm unironically, speaking completely seriously, I'm quite a big Muck believer. I think Muck is actually really good. I'm a little bit concerned about Psychic. It is the first type spec. And Heracross Muck could be a bit of an oof. It could be quite a bit of an oof. It's a male Heracross. Does that make it slightly better? What would Heracross 2 actually use Attract on? It would be a pretty desperate situation, most likely. I might bring Steelix. I might actually bring Steelix. Oh no, what happened, Dave? You're so slow. You're so slow. Oh, Steelix, why do you do this? You're so slow. A really bad leftovers breakpoint as well. I'm actually quite worried about the first game. Everyone knows what psychic free-spirited means. How badly is actually not too bad. Didn't get shafted too badly. The first 3, Dave. Donphan didn't get Donphan didn't get hit too badly. What if we just say Mock does it? Just believe in Mock. I almost want to lead it. I'm almost thinking about leading Mischievous. I really, really seriously am. Although, if I'm going to Thunderwave, why don't I just Steelix? And get lucky on Dragon Breath. I've got 4 elevations, yeah. I got 36, not 35. I really want to bring Mock. I don't think I can do it against Psychic, though. It's a dodgy team anyway, and Heracross is coming. I'm actually quite upset. No Donphan. I don't think I can take the random IV Donphan, no. It's not a bad matchup for Steelix, everything said. I'm quite tempted to go. I am quite tempted to go Heracross. Does Heracross outspeed after sunny day? Yes. I'm not that worried about egg 1. I think I can probably ignore it. Same for egg 2. I can afford to stay in a turn against egg 3. I think it's fine. It's probably going to explode or something, but I think that's fine. Oh yeah, Heracross is definitely in massive trouble if it takes a Giga Drain into a Psychic. Just want to triple check that the Giga Drain is same as Gen 4. It is. I think I should probably stay in and Dragon Breath. That was my knee-jerk reaction. How far behind am I if set 2 does Sleep Powder? It's much more likely to use Curse. I could also miss set 2. This kind of sucks every way, actually, the more I think about it. It really doesn't matter if it's Executor 1, though. It's probably not 3, though. That would trigger Slow. And 1 would trigger Endurance quite often. So it is actually pretty likely to be 2 or 4, and 4 would be more likely. Do I just go all in on Heracross? Okay. You know what? Trading Heracross for Executor might not actually be a bad thing. I kind of wish I'd stayed in. Now, the discovery was... Please correct me if this is wrong. The discovery was, or not discovery. The AI is going to react to what I send in, right? Its switch will be based on what I send in. Yeah. Yeah. I think I prefer Steelix. Yeah. I mean, apart from maybe paralyzing them, Steelix is not good into Lati. Anyway. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, half the sets actually have Earthquake. I guess Egg 4 is a bit more likely to explode than Egg 3 because of the status moves. Sprite Powder and Leftovers, respectively. So set 7 would probably be a bit less likely. Set 3 and 8 seem quite likely. And 2. 2 and 3 are basically the same. 2, 3, and 8 are very likely, I guess. I'm really hoping this isn't set 1. Really, really hoping. I might have to, no matter what it is, I think I might have to just Dragon Breath until I paralyze. I'm going to lose the 1v1 into basically all of them. Yeah, I'm losing the 1v1 in every single case. I guess the interesting part is, do I Sandstorm first? I'm pretty likely to get at least 3 turns in. I have leftovers. The worst case for me would be Ice Beam from set 1. Okay, against set 1, I probably would not want to Sandstorm. Let me assume I paralyze. I definitely want to minimize the double-edged recoil. I don't think I'd ever be clicking Iron Tail, and I'm probably never getting them into Thunderbolt or Psychic range. Perhaps it's better to fish for the Paralysis and then Sandstorm. I think I have to paralyze it, otherwise I'm toast. Okay. Under 40. Flinched. So we know what set that is. Please let me hit you. Oh my god. Well, I guess this match happened. Wow. It's going to be tricky to win now. I'm wondering if I go for the Iron Tail defense drop or for the paralysis. I think if I double edge, I'm toast. If I crit double edge after being hit by psychic, I think I've taken too much recoil anyway. This is a slow Lapras. On the other hand, if I get hit by psychic twice, aren't I toast? I do get Shell Bell healing. I'm gonna have to assume the final Pokemon just cannot touch Lapras, basically. I am Water Absorb, right? So that's not an irrelevant number of Pokemon. I'm weighing up the defense drop chance versus the chance that it's just something that can't touch Lapras, which seems kind of unlikely. Latias 8 is obviously no phrase triggers. If it was Egg 4, that's only one high risk. Intuitively, it feels like I should double Iron Tail. Maybe Iron Tail double edge. I don't think it's dead to... It might be dead to Thunderbolt Paralysis into double edge, maybe? It's probably the best chance. Or... I wonder if I should go for another paralysis or not. If I can get that Shell Ball healing, I won't be at 0. I still need to paralyze it. Boop, 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 boop. Please paralyze. I know. I can't believe this match happened. It can't even miss. Satisfied. Thank you. Go on then. I want to know what the last Pokemon was. Oh, it's not Gen 4, you can't see. Maybe you can extract it from the save file. But this was so cursed. Newfound respect for Latias 8. It was probably a roll for Earthquake the 4-shot as well, wasn't it? It probably doesn't matter. If I take 140 from 2 psychics, I take around 47 recoil from killing Latias. And then I heal by an eighth of that. Yeah, I'd be around 50. I'd be dead to so much stuff then. I don't think it would have been worth it. What do I do now? I don't have a double streak ongoing, do I? No. I'm in a relatively calm mood. Let's try and do early round doubles. Bum, 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 bum. I'm still waiting to not have terrible luck on emulator, but it's fine. My brain isn't really engaged. I'd forgotten that I was about to draft for singles, and I remember it was actually doubles. It's actually quite hard to swap with speed up. How do you do it, Dave? Bum, bum. Come on, lag. Actually quite dangerous. Please pick the right target, Ivysaur. Water sports. One letter off being a good move. What if Rain Dance was first? The sport moves are unusually bad. I remember being really confused by them as a kid, because, like, obviously a lot of status moves felt kind of useless, but those in particular really felt useless. It's actually not a great... You're going to be stuck on Sand... I don't think it's Gen 4. Doesn't apply Sandstorm the logic in the same way. Odyslyph has a very funny application in the Frontier. Wanted to be wanted. I am allowed to say what the application. I am allowed to say that. It's fine. I had an unlucky loss, so I'm allowed to do whatever I want now. That's... Blah blah blah, give me Arbok. Slowly brainwashing on the early rounds. I've forgotten what I was facing. There was a Seadra. Okay. That's good enough for me. Yes, it's Gen 3 where Foresight / Odyslyph is actually useful. Can I swap my entire team for this team? It's very unstable. I think doubles might be worse than singles as well. It shouldn't be. Lunatone is going to destroy me. I will eventually crit you. The side swagger into Leech Seed. The important thing to know for doubles is that on Leech Seeds, if your slot gets fainted, you lose it. It happens fairly often in 3v3 doubles. I don't want any of these. I really don't want any of them. I'm actually just going to skip. They're all so bad. I actually think Psybeam will two-shot it. Gotta pay a bit more attention now. The basic AI upgrade is not a big thing in singles, but it is in doubles. To pretend. Soul Rock is so weak, but I still think I'd take it. Just imagine the sound of the toot. What a great game that was. The on-call scared me a bit because I don't have control of the target, obviously. Can't switch out. I'm a little bit scared of Castform too. Well done, Castform. That was the move I was scared of. I talked up the AI and now it's just throwing. Not complaining though. I don't want to swap you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's quite scary. Serene Grace Ice Beam today, apparently. Never mind. What is Banned Absol gonna do? Aerial Ace. A Parasitized. How was Diamond and Pearl? That wasn't RA, was it? It was just a random random streak. They won't actually use Earthquake here. I don't think it's worth going for the Iron Tail. I see. Wait, you lost today because you ran away. That's a good one. Parasite, you want to know what I lost to? Do you want to know what I lost to today? In singles. It's a new one. So Ladias 8 has a King's Rock, and it flinched King's Rock Earthquake 3 times in a row. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a 3 King's Rocks used in a game, let alone back to back. Anyway. Yeah, when it was happening, I was like, oh, bro, I don't even know. I don't even know if I care. Absol, Arbok wasn't Intimidate. Oh no. Poison it. Brother, there's no way you just endured on my double target. Are you... And then you crit the Ice Beam. Pressure. I do unfortunately have to... Okay, thank you. Perfect. Less perfect. You can stop self-hitting now. Yeah, that spared me. It was Swiftswim. Whoa. 20. I'm not very likely to get 14 swaps in the next 28 games. But it's fine. I think a soft target can be 28 into 29, perhaps. To be honest, I'm probably not going for so much longer. We skipped one. I've done that before. I've misclicked before. It does happen. Bro, I'm not taking Doug Trio Dojo. Not into random AI. That's not happening. Right. Though Drio's a good elevation in Gen 4. Well, Doug Trio Dojo would actually be really good here. How far do we have to trust the truth? I hate random AI. Well, let me hit you. Today is the day of freeze. At least I haven't been frozen. Makes me feel good. You have to run with both Pokemon in Gen 3. I didn't know that. I've never done that. That's quite funny. How far do we have to trust the truth? Mystery solved. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not allowed. And it's basic AI as well, so it's not going to waste hypnosis again. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Okay. Honestly, I've changed my mind. We're gonna kill Gengar if possible. Please, please. Probably does enough. Thank you, Dugong. That was huge. Actually, quite difficult to check. Rain dish. No, I miss Milo. No, please, please. Oh. Basic AI Gengar 1 is actually worse than Smart AI. Oh, I got shafted twice. Oh. It was a bad draft, but I felt like I'd kind of escaped. I can't believe I missed Milo. Should we do science? Sure. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's just that one. Still interesting that the first one doesn't work. I think I might just go to 14. I'm not actually that tilted. I'm just sort of really tired, sort of Friday tired vibes. I need to do a better job as well of maybe I'll have a Rabby stream where I play up to like 14 or 28 in singles and doubles, so I'd have to do it on the Friday streams. Might do that. Back to I really want to not swap. Popular writing. B-Draw is actually quite good in doubles. Turn 1 switch. Oh, it was baton pass. It was baton pass. I was like, what the what the hell happened just there? I don't know. I'm really struggling with tower. Really struggling. I really don't like it. At the same time, I think I have to do it. I think I'd be so upset if I don't do it. B2. What's B2? This was not a good team, but Grimer is okay. Back 2. Gotcha. I'd never miss. There we go. Oh, no. The Learn Up Perish song. Unlucky. Where is my reload say statement? Exactly. Should I kill it before it ice balls? Rock. I don't know what you mean by the rock. I'm confused, Parastyze. I must admit I'm a bit confused by what you meant by that on the title. And I meant to ask you, but then I got distracted by something in the stream. And I forgot. Oh, yeah, you've told me about that before, the Machamp. The rock Machamp. So obviously they created the sets in Japanese, so is that just a coincidence, or is it also a Japanese joke? It must be it must be a thing in Japanese as well, right? Surely. Oh, this stream sucks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to summon some energy. I can't. I thought that might happen. That is why I double targeted. Where is it? No favourites when it comes to type. I have unfortunately skipped a swap. It doesn't normally upset me, but I think the thing about Gen 3 singles is I have been denied a run for so long. And there have been so many games like that one. And I'm like, I just want to play a few rounds of singles on stream. I don't care about getting 100. I don't care about getting a PB. I just want to play some singles on stream. And it feels like I keep being bounced back by random. And it also feels like I can't do much about the stuff. Like, just thinking back to that loss against the it was an executor lead, and I thought about switching or not. And I was like, it could go really badly wrong if I take damage on Steelix. And then it instantly exploded on Heracross, so I was like, okay, well that's Heracross down. Heracross is faster than all the Lati sets. Like, that was unlucky. And then, like, there was a Donphan in the draft. There was a Mischievous set 3 in the draft. Those would have been useless against Latias 8. I'm not sure there was much I could have actually done. Maybe a little bit. The thing is, I wanted to take Muck, and I drafted specifically for the first match, which is something I don't normally bias towards. Oh, I'm actually quite scared of this. Please don't do the thing. I need to do this again. Please. The healing might matter. That'll be Silver Wind range. Yes! Oh my god. It's only match 7. I did not want to play that again, though. Bruh. One second, dog. Man, this stream sucks. Oh my god. Well, focus. It'll be a partial success if I get to 14. Politoad is OP, even though it's slow in terms of killing things. Flow. That's a bit rare. Swallow is a solid Pokemon. The skipped frames is insane. I don't want to take Sharpedo. Yeah, that's a common feeling. Common feeling that you get to skip the weak Pokemon. It is a nice feature of the subway. Weirdly, it didn't come back later. I guess maybe it was too complicated. Not sure. This polygraph's going to be a problem. Actually went pretty well overall. Okay, good. It's the best way to play this out. I'm very unlikely to run out of dive PP, but it's possible because I'm paralyzed. Okay, I'm getting through this. It is a rock type specialist. Probably have to take the Wartortle. Politoed is a little bit shaky anyway because its attacks are delayed, which is a problem in doubles. Yeah, I think that's fair. Parasitized. What is the longest DP double streak again? I've completely forgotten how much TRE did or didn't get. I think that the fact that you don't know their speeds is so bad. At least well, they don't always dodge it, but at least the Trick Room teams generally dodge that. That's something to think about. Okay, together. Okay, don't throw this. Don't throw this. Didn't actually see what Polito did. I saw that turn. Come on, please. Don't do this to me, random AI. I need to poison Politoed or I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh my god, no, please. I don't want to dig paralyzed. I'm so done today. Oh, and it wasn't water absorb. I was obviously damp on Poliwrath. We're doing 1 to 14. I'm not going to let myself go. That was the last match. Oh, I saw it coming all the way through that. I was like, I kept missing. I kept self-hitting. The AI kept using correct moves. Really do feel so helpless in factory doubles. Can I stop missing icy winds? Right, there's no way I just face this as the lead duo after what I just took. Keep trying to click on the move below, but with the lag and the weird frame rate, it's actually quite difficult. You would not see Scizor in DP. Oh, these are all pretty horrible, actually. I can attack this turn, maybe. Finally got it. Nice. Finally didn't get perished. Okay, I can work with these. That was dumb. Should have used Brick Break on turn 1 there, definitely. Batemon Lee is back. The Hitmonlee backspite in Gen 3 is pretty bad, actually. That is... I think I could do better than that. It looks like a thumb. I'd normally go Tropius, but not against fire. It's not actually that bad that it activated there. I don't mind too much, I don't think. Come on, final game, come on. Stop throwing, stop throwing. Surely that's GG. Thank God. Well, that was something. Should you round one of singles? Just because? It means I don't have to do it next time. Besides, I've got like 10 minutes left of the stream. We're a professional streamer now. I don't want to use fly and protect. Just got a bad feeling about it. I was huge power, right? Based on the previous game? Yeah. Almost identical, the damage. Aaron, what are you doing here? Plain talking. Oh, Oh my god, it's an Aaron sweep. Never mind. I was getting excited for nothing. Making us bold. Grimer's good. He's never let me down before. I would never self-hit. I would never self-hit. I would never self-hit. I did blunder into this slightly, didn't I? Oh well. Lift me up, ooh la 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 la. Holy, what is this? I'm deleting this, deleting the zeros from my little notepad that it reads into for the overlay. I forgot. I just realised I forgot to turn the overlay on for the last sort of half an hour, but that's fine. Do an open level. Let's do an open level singles. Completely missed what it was. Who cares? Impossible. Oh, I thought this was Sloking 2 for some reason. I was like, where's Yawn? Wait, was that guitarist Dakota? It was, wasn't it? Soul Reed, kill it. Unlucky. Nah, I'm not risking my one on that. Okay. Okay, admittedly, I was a bit worried about the crit, yes. Good point. Yeah, my bad. Ugh. Look at all the progress I did. It almost offsets the horrendous loss. Oh, I want to forget about this stream. I want to forget about this stream really badly. So I got up to... I lost my 42 streak at 49. And where did we lose? We lost somewhere in doubles in the 20s. I don't know. We lost to Gengar 1, basically. And then got 7s here. And a 14. Level 50. That'll save me some time and effort tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Whenever I next play. Tower tomorrow. Cool. Is anyone streaming? Take a look at the bong. Someone's streaming Spanish Factory. Vonda Lama. Wait, there's actually quite a few people streaming Factory. I've got a choice. It's not Javi's brother, is it? Appy is streaming Factory. N64 Gary is streaming Factory. And that Spanish guy is streaming Factory. Right, let's have a look at what about Gen 4 Factory? If there's 4 Gen 3 Factory streamers, surely there's someone doing Gen 4. Come on, Twitch, load. Not seeing anyone. What about Heart Gold? Worcester is live streaming. And that's it. Cool, let's raid Appy. I need to go and see my dog anyway. Dog being restless.